Okay guys, welcome to my channel, and this is what we have for today. We are supposed to obtain from the first principle the derivative of what? F of x, which is what? Square root of x. Please, if this is your first time, hit the subscription button and like this video as we jump straight in and solve this question. Alright, let me just grab my pen so that we go ahead. So far I want this one to go so that I'll get the freeboard. I have what? Oops, sorry. I had f of x to what? Root of x, and I what f prime of x, which is what? This is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus what? F of x all on h. So what are we going to do? We are going to tackle the numerator first. So I'm going to do 10 by 10. So let's go. We have what? F of x plus h to be equal to what? That will give us a square root of x plus h. And then when we tackle f of x plus h minus what? F of x itself, that should give us what? Root of what? X plus h minus what? Root of what? X. Okay, so that's what you are supposed to get for the numerator, but we can simplify them. That is root of x plus h minus root of x. This we know is over 1, right? So we can multiply the whole function by what? By 1, which does not change the equation, so that we can simplify our work. So that's the trick. That's the trick. Here should be plus root of x plus h, then plus root of x. So this and this can cancel, which does not change. This and this can cancel, which does not change the equation. Alright. So if I consider the top here again, you see that's what? Just the difference of two squares. So I'm going to get, if I come to the top here, I'm going to get root of what? X plus h all squared minus root of x all squared. So you can see that if I simplify this as what? Difference of two squares, I'll get what is here. Alright, all divided by root of x plus h plus root of what? X. That means that I just multiply this by this by 1, and that's how it is. So when I simplify further, I'll get these ones cancelling out. This will cancel this square will also cancel this root. So the numerator will be left with what? Just x plus h minus what? X all over what? Root of x plus h plus root of what? X. Alright, so I'll take off this side. Take off this side. Take off this side of my board. Okay, so that I can continue from there. So that will give me that this x will also cancel this x, negative and positive. So that will be left with what? H over what? Oops, sorry. That will be left with what? H over root of what? Let me clean it and start again. So that will be left with what? H at the top over what? Root of what? X plus what? H, then plus what? Root of x. Are you okay? All right. So this is the numerator that we have. Are you there? And then we have that this whole function. Let's go back to our formula. Our formula was like this. Let me just write it here. Limit as h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x all over what? H. Now we were able to solve for this, which is this. Alright, so now we'll divide by what? We'll divide by this h. We'll divide by this h. Okay, so that's what we are coming to do. So we have h on root of x plus h plus root of x divided by what? H. Are you okay? So this division sign, if I change it to multiplication, what will happen? So if I change it to multiplication, everything will turn upside down. That will be what? Multiply by what? 1 on what? H. Then this h will multiply it down here. That will give me what? H over what? H times square root of what? X plus h plus what? Root of what? X. See, that's what I'll get. Then what will happen then? This h will cancel out this h. Okay. Then I'll take that part of the equation. Alright. Then I'll be left with what? Just 1 over what? Root of what? X plus h plus root of what? X. So now we have solved for this. We have solved for this whole thing in the bracket. Are you okay? Now let's put it in the function itself. Then we see what we have. Let's put it in the function itself. Alright. So let's put it in the function itself. So that gives me f prime of x, which is equal to limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all on h will now be equal to limit as h approaches 0 of what? 1 over root of x plus h plus what? Root of what? X. So as limit approaches 0, as h approaches 0, I will get to 1 over root of what? X plus 0 plus root of what? X. And that should just be what? 1 over root of x plus what? Root of x. And this should be equal to what? 1 over what? 2 root x. And that is the derivative of what? Square root of what? X. Using the what? The first principle. So guys, this is how we are supposed to go about it. Please take your time and go through the video one by one, because my board is not big. I have to be cleaning and be doing some adjustments. So please just take your time and go through, and you'll get it. The only skill or the only trick is for you to be able to know that when you get to this point, I'll just give you some small break here. When you get to this point where you had x plus h minus square root of x, you should be able to know that you have to manipulate it so that you can multiply by what? Root of x plus h. Are you okay? Plus root of x all over what? Root of x plus h plus root of x. So this one will make the work easier for you if you are able to remember this, or if you are able to have a trick to tackle this, you'll be able to get it. Okay, so guys, see you in the next video. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, do so as we jump straight into the next videos. You can click on my link and go to my calculus playlist, and you see a lot of calculus questions fully explained. Alright, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.